This is Lowe's 2725 Mrs. Moore's detail video. Just want to kind of show you the room layout. We have a window here that has sheetrock returns. There's no moldings here. So when we're looking at measurements, right now there's a margin of about 2 inches. Yeah, about 2 inches on either side. The kitchen is a galley layout. We have the refrigerator to the right of the sink area. One thing of this kitchen that's unique is they have an 18-inch dishwasher. It's the condo size dishwasher, and we are going to need about 1.5 inch filler panel. This is all on the drawing, but I don't want to point it out. Now back here on the back side of the kitchen, we have the laundry room access. We have the doorway here. The refrigerator is a bit short, but we still want to keep that 72-inch opening in case they decide to get a taller refrigerator or a less depth refrigerator. We do not want to have something that's less than 72 on the height. Right now we've got 37 inches of space above the fridge, which is pretty close for a regular refrigerator, but they want to purchase a 33-inch refrigerator, not a 36. A 36-inch refrigerator would not, even in recessed depth, would not fit in this space and work right because it would be up against the right-hand wall. So if you go to buy a refrigerator later, it needs to be a 33-inch reduced depth refrigerator. And most of the time the French door ones that have the pull-out drawer on the bottom, those are the ones that are 33 inches wide. So take a look here on this wall. We've got a 12-inch wall cabinet, a 30-inch wall cabinet, a 12-inch wall cabinet, just that basic symmetry across the sides, but the center of the plug is dead center of the stove. So there is room here to actually come as far as 18 inches with a cabinet with no problem. 18 inches on the upper, 18 inches on the lower, and then the stove actually still work. Why that might be a good idea is look right here. Their receptacle is not even behind the 12-inch cabinet that they have here. It's actually hanging out in the room. So if we went with an 18, a 30, 14, which would be a microwave or a range hood, and then an 18 here, you would actually be able to get that receptacle behind the cabinet like it should be, and the floor has no footprint at this point. They're thinking about redoing the floor after the cabinets are installed. Now let's talk about the little freezer. The little freezer actually measures 28 inches wide, 60 inches tall to the top, and about 30 inches deep or so. So when we start looking at the landing it in the design, we're thinking about maybe putting it in the corner to the side of this pad. You see this here is a alarm pad, but that I left a 30-inch in the design space. So even though you're 28 inches, it would give you a couple more inches for the alarm pad and everything to be in place. That would mean that this cabinet in the middle would actually be about a 27-inch wall cabinet and a 27-inch base area. So you would be able to get a much larger counter space to the right of your stove and to the left of your stove, as well as more cabinet space if we justify this to one side. Again, that's going to be part of your design. It's not got anything to do with the layout today, but I want you to play around with it with the customer and make sure that's going to work. Now, something to show you. The refrigerator is leaned way back. I am suspecting that there's probably some type of subfloor damage or something here underneath the refrigerator. They've actually jacked up the house underneath where they had a water issue. And if you look right here along the back, see how these cracks in the caulking, they actually moved quite a bit of the floor when they did that, okay? But something's still not quite right as far as the in and out. Until this is torn out, I won't know for sure what needs to be done there as far as the subfloor of that. But if this stays in the same layout that we're working in, then the length of the cabinets here will actually just be part of the cabinet work. We won't have to do anything there. That may be another person that actually does that. And the last thing to talk about is actually under here. I've got regular plumbing through the wall. I've got regular valves on the floor. The valves are pretty tight to the floor. Let me see if they've got copper. Yes, copper pipes. So everything about the valves is replaceable, no problem. But we probably want to go ahead and replace those as part of the remodel. They're coming through the floor, so we're looking at 2 half-inch copper straight valves, quarter turn, and one of them will be a double for the hot water side to have the dishwasher on. Otherwise, I think they're looking at possibly a new sink. Not going to reuse this one or the faucet. I think they're looking at new parts for that. Countertops, we talked about stone. We talked about granite tops, at length, some quartz. Laminate countertop, absolutely. Show them laminate countertops as well. If you have any other questions for me, I think we're good on this one. 30-inch upper cabinets, foot down to the ceiling. Oh, one more thing. The upper cabinet, the upper ceiling is a popcorn spray. If we decide to go taller cabinets, we need to stay at least 1 inch down from the popcorn, because if you touch it, it will fall off over time. The actual the crown molding will pull it off. So if you have any other questions for me, give me a call back at 423-650-1051. Thanks very much. Have a good day.